Hello everyone, I'm going to do a video today looking at my import Super Nintendo games. Now this video is inspired by Old Iron 82's set of videos about his Super Famicom. He basically got he bought a Super Famicom from another chap called Northern Outpost who's on YouTube. And he's just been showing his collection as he's been getting them order by order, and it's like some of the stuff he's getting is quite obscure, but it's really quite interesting to see a new import gamer going through this initial kind of mad purchasing frenzy. Like I think a lot of people kind of not sympathise, but maybe empathise with what Old Iron 82 is going through at the moment, because I love that kind of like a initial buzz you get when you get a new console and you get some games for it, and it's quite addictive, to be honest. But Old Iron seems to be going at the right pace, and he's picking up some beauties. So without further ado, I'll show you my Super Famicom and Super Nintendo import games that I've got. So basically the non-PAL versions of the games that I've got in my collection. So I'll go through the American games first. Right, I had a copy of Super Probotector kind of from release, and I let my friend borrow it, and I borrowed a couple of his games. He lent me Contra 3 and the two games I'm about to show you. Unfortunately, I never saw this chap again because he moved schools, so I basically got the three games that he left with me, which was a bit of a shame because I really liked Super Probotector, but I've essentially got the same game, and I've got the game that everyone else seems to prefer to Super Probotector, version, sorry. So I'll show you the two games anyway. So the first game is John Madden on the SNES. Pretty shit, to be honest. Not a patch on the Mega Drive games, which you'd think they'd be better being on the Super Nintendo, but just really ropey port. And the next American game I'm going to show you is Super Smash TV. There we go. Absolutely love this game. Still as playable as ever. I still keep meaning to download this on Xbox Live, but I've not quite got round to it yet. And this is the enhanced Super Nintendo port anyway. Great game. Still play this to this very day. Right, the next game I'm going to show you is Super Castlevania 4. I ended up getting this really cheap. I can't remember how much it cost, but it was, I think it was about £6. It looks like an ex-rental copy from the US, because it's got this strange kind of plastic kind of overlay on it, which I didn't actually see when I bought it, but when it turned up I had a nice surprise, let's put it that way. But for £6, it's a great game. Okay, the next game I'm going to show you is pretty infamous for having some of the worst game art ever, really, to be honest. It's the US version of Flanks. There we go. There's an old man on the front cover with I think it's a banjo. Yeah. What the hell that's got to do with the game? It's nobody's business. But yeah, really nice underrated shooter, has to be said. But yeah, terrible box art. And the next US game I'm going to show you is Out of This World, otherwise known as Another World in the UK. The highest rated game ever, according to Computer Game Review. I wouldn't say that, but it's a bloody good game. But yeah, look at that shit cover art on there again. And yeah, the last game I'm going to show you is there we go, Final Fight. Now the cover on this is it's not too bad actually. I don't mind that. I've seen worse kind of Western release covers. Still not as nice as the UK version if I remember. Yeah, not a version of Final Fight that I'm hugely keen on, to be honest. But again, it was cheap. All the US cartridges that I've got were cheap or either free, so I'm quite happy. That's my US collection anyway.